Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel leelawebdev. So in our previous videos we have learned about what I want to tell you is we have learned about the component categories, right? So the components will come in different categories like state, full state, and also structural components. So here if you try to see the components, we will try to discuss what are the components and in which category this component will belong to. If you see here, this component is a book component, and this book component depends on only the prop value, that is book. So here we can say this one as a stateless component or a presentational component. Why? Because it doesn't have any state. So we can mention this one as a stateless. If you read here book read, and book read also doesn't have any state, we can say this one as a stateless. And the book list, and here also in the book list also you will be able to see it depends on the props data. It is also in stateless. And here book read list also, it's also a stateless. And here this one, if you see here, book read summary is also a stateless. And the list box, so this list box is different, so that is nothing but it's not a stateless or presentational component, it is a stateful component. Why? Because a state is there in this one. And the logo is also a presentational, main is also a presentational, and navbar is also a presentational, num results, everything is a presentational thing. And study list is not a presentational, it's a stateful protocol, stateful component. So these are the different types of components which we are having in this one. So another important problem what we are having in this one is, for example, let's say that we are having here the navbar, right? Let's come from the navbar. If you go to the app.js, here we are having a navbar. And in this navbar, if you try to see here, we are able to see found X results. So that means we need to show the number of results here. So right now we are having the books data, right? So we need to send the books data length. For this reason, what we need to do, so here also we need to send the books data is equal to books data, right? And if you go to the navbar, and here we are having the books data, and in the num results we need to send the books. So books is equal to books data. So whatever the name you want, you can mention it. And in the num results, if you go here, so like this we need to do the prop drilling. Now here we got the books value, books, and here I need to show the books dot length. We got the books dot length. And if you see here, we are able to see we are having 4 results. For obtaining this 4 number, what we are trying to do, if you try to see here in the inspect element, in the component section, okay, and if you go here, so app is having the books data, and we need to send it to the nav, and we need to send it to the num results. So that means we are doing the props drilling. So these props we need to send it to navbar, and navbar has sent it to num results. So in order to overcome this props drilling thing, so we can have another option, that is nothing but a component composition. So we have learned about this component composition also. I have explained in the 42nd or 43rd video, I didn't remember. So we have the component composition concept. Let's try to implement this component composition in this one. So here in our app.js, what we are having, navbar we are having it, right? So let's try to check in the navbar which requires the books data. So this is the one which requires this one. So here I can remove these num results, and let's go into this app.js, and I will remove this navbar and I will close this navbar here. In between this one, I will mention this num results. So this is the one which requires the books data. So here I will write it like this. Now navbar doesn't require anything. Let's go to the navbar, and here I can remove these num results, okay, and here it requires the children. Okay, so I will implementing the children, and I will write the children here. That's it. So now if you try to see here, and if you try to see here, so the same output we are able to achieve it, so without any problem. Now here what we are trying to do, we have overcome the problem of props drilling. So here we are sending only to the num results, and num results is able to work in that one. The same scenario we can implement for this main also. If you try to see here the main, first we will try to work in the list box. So if you try to see the list box, how it will be. If I try to refresh this page, so what are the different errors? Okay, key properties there in the books read list. Let's go to the book read list. So here we need to have a key .isbn. Fine. I think hopefully no errors will be there in the console. So fine. What is this simple one error? Okay, fine. Let's leave it. Now let's go to the component section. Again, we'll try to see the prop drilling thing. And here this is the main. And main we are sending the books data to the list box. And list box is sending the book list to here. So that means here we are having 3 prop drilling. So we need to overcome this prop drilling. So what we'll try to do here, let's go to the, I will close these all the things. Okay. Let's go to the main.js. So who needs this one? So list box needs. Okay. Let's try to remove this one and I will close this main. Okay, I have closed this one. In between this one, I will use this list box. Now there is no need for me to send this books data. And books data we are sending in the list box. And let's include this list box here. And now if I go to the main.js, and here there is no need for us for this one. And I will write the children here. And I will implement this children here. So that's it. So now we are able to see the same output without any problem, and we are implemented this children. Okay, and let's go to the list box. Okay, so this list box, I will open this list box here, and this list box again we are having the books data, and again we are sending the books data into this one. Okay, this list box also is sending the props here. So what can we do here? So there is no need to send it here. And we will use the children also, and we will use the same children here also. And in this one, what I will try to do is in the list box here. So in the between this list box, I will use the same thing here like this. Now if you try to see books list, that's it. So now here there is no need to send the props drilling to the list box. Now we are able to implement the same thing without the props drilling. Now here if you see the component section for the list box, what I will try to do here, let's go to the here. So now here the main is having list box. Okay, list box in the books list. So we are directly sending to the books list. Fine. So now let's try to implement the study list also, the same scenario. So let's go to the main.js. So this study list is requiring this one. So let's remove this one, and we don't need this books read also. And here let's go to the app.js, and here at the bottom I want to implement this study list. That's it. So books read is equal to books read data. We'll try to send this one. Now here there is no need for us to send this. Fine. Now we will be able to see the same output. Okay. So here we are able to see the same output. Now books read data, who requires this books read data? Let's go to the studied list. We will see the same thing here, studied list, and we don't want this one. So these are the two things which we need, or otherwise you can take this one, or you can take this both the things, not a problem. So you'll take the both the things. Okay, and here we will apply the children. Okay, and this children comes from here. And here in our app.js, in between the studied list. Okay, and I will try to implement the same thing, but this time book read summary. Actually, book read summary also we need to send the books data, read data, but I am not sending it. So book read list, and here I am trying to remove this one, so there is no need for us to send it here. And here I will use it like this. That's it. So now if you try to see the output, now the same output we are able to do it, but this time what we have did it, so there is no need for us to send the props data. So there is no props drilling. So right now if you try to see here in our app.js, so everything is clear. Navbar contains the num results. If you want, you can also implement the logo and all those things also you can implement in this one. And the main contains a list box which consists of a books list, and the studied list which consists of a summary and also a book read list. So this looks somewhat clear, right? So we have implemented the component composition and also the component categories types also we have learned it. So hope you understood about this concept. So what I will try to do is I will commit this all the code in a new branch, video-56, okay, and I will commit this code component composition, okay. So let's commit this all the code and I will publish this branch also. Whoever may be having doubts or anything in this project, if you want to refer the code means, so you can go to my GitHub repository URL. The link is provided in the description below. So you can go to that particular video branch and you can clone the code. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.